Okay, first of all, if you're not gas safe, you shouldn't be doing this. First thing I do, knock the gas off. After you've done your electrical safety check, make sure it's safe. After you've done your electrical safety check, make sure it's safe to proceed, etc, etc. Which you should always do as standard. I've already done that. Then what I do, undo this gas valve, just from this point here. Undoing the gas valve, make sure you keep an eye out for the washer that's bound to fall out and you're going to lose. Pop into one side, make sure he's safe, don't lose him. Next up, we're going to remove, let's get my steps. We've removed connectors, earth out. We are also then going to remove these two bolts here. 1, 2. I use a 10mm ratchet spanner. We'll get them out. A bit hard one-handed when you're watching the screen, but we'll get them out on the side. Put them with your washer, don't lose them. Now the fan will come free. It'll come, you'll be able to tip the fan forward, and you've got a little bit of access to the bearing plate, which is housed inside here, the top casing. If you want to remove it completely, you could pull this out and pull the gas pipe at the bottom here, so you can take the fan out completely, but I can get to this without. So my seal is here, which is on top of the fan. Put it safe, check it, make sure it's all sound, and then your bearing plate is actually under here, which just pops out and looks like that. Now this one isn't bad, there's no up with this one, but what you will find is this. Hold down, just get down doing a video. So what you might find is when you've got your bearing plate that this rubber is actually stuck, and what that's doing is not allowing the air and gas to go into the burner to actually ignition, which is why you're getting your EA fault. But what you can do, a quick remedy tip for that, unstick him. There'll be some residue all around the edges, so get that residue and wipe it off. You can wipe it off with a little cloth, or if you've got a sponge scourer or just something nice and soft, just get all the crap off. Then what you do is get a pencil, boom, and just go around all the edges with a pencil. And what that'll do, the graphite will stop that sticking. It'll stop it sticking again, or it'll at least prolong it for a good while. You could always get a replacement bearing plate if you want, but if it's in good nick, it's not ripped or anything like that, then just do this. And then we'll put it all back together. So now we have our bearing plate, we've put pencil lines all the way around where he'll sit, so that should help stop him sticking. Now what we're going to do is pop him back in. You'll notice this only goes back in one way. If you look at the bearing plate, you see this little notch here? That goes at the back. So, but if you look inside, you'll see 3 notches where he'll just slot in and he'll just sit in quite happily. You might want to just very gently just tug them back just a touch, just so he catches nice and firm. Then you've got your rubber, which then goes back on top of that, and then there's your rubber. So the way he sits is he sits like that up, so this thin layer is pointing down, so he'll sit back up inside the fan on top of there, boom, and then you should be done. Put your bolts back together, do your gas check, put your gas pipe back on, do your gas tightness check. If you don't know what a gas tightness test is, you should not be watching this video. It's for gas safe engineers only. And hopefully, if that bearing plate was stuck when you came to it, hopefully that would have resolved your issue. As I say, you can buy them, they're not overly expensive. Check your seals, make sure they're all good, and obviously do all the necessary checks afterwards when you're putting it all back together. Hope that helps, and I will do a final video of him up and running. So, while it's all back together, gasket between the fan and the casing of the heating. That's in. This is all back together with new seals. We have a reading of -6.3 on the analyzer. Make sure your connections are in. Condensate leaking, gas is